Uh, this is part 2. Just for reference for any of us, we had a long conversation with Tarak, explaining some issues with the Feywild, giving a general sort of idea of what a muir is, and Siobhan just asked Tarak that if you see my daughter, you bring her back to me, and Tarak just said to recognize your daughter, I'll need to know what you look like, and you shifted.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. I will do what I can.
Anything you could tell me to protect against Ymir? He hunts both Alistair and I fear if my daughter's in the Fey realm, he'll go after her as well.
You won't like what I have to say.
I will hear it anyways.
Find love.
Fear that may be impossible. All the love I found has always been taken. And I'm so tired of losing it.
I believe that's what makes you such an easy target. You'll have to find something else to die for. And he looks up the mountain at that.
I will. I have been so many people before. And Siobhan was the one who found true love. And at the end of this, I will do everything to get my daughter back. And by the end of this, I know Siobhan will be dead, and if I die with her, is in the hands of fate.
Truly. I wish you luck. I will do everything I can. I never forget a face. As the elephant is staring at you. Keeping your nat 20 insight check, the elephant doesn't get the joke. But it's up to you whether or not.
Oh, I get it. I didn't even get it. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Tarak. And if you find her, please let me know. And if there's anything I can do to help you in this, I'm sure you know where to find me or how to find me.
I can follow the blade.
Suppose that'll have to work. I'll give a little head bow when I come up. I'm back to Siobhan.
Yeah. He turns to you, nods, and says, back up the hill. Siobhan for now.
And I follow after the group.
Cool.
A little ways distance.
Okay.
As I say, as we enter, I want to be looking for Fujin.
Yeah. Well, so you don't see Fusion. I assume you all kind of meet at Io's tent.
That's where all the stuff is, right?
It
You
was.
assume it was.
No, it was there.
You guys walk back into the room. You see that someone has gone through your stuff.
I start strapping my other dagger. Oh wait, is it even there?
Not there.
Wait, is anyone here? No, Io left, right? He's not in there.
Ios.
No, Io's there.
Oh,
Can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
well, that's
Io's
right.
bedridden.
Mhm.
Hey, Io? Our stuff?
Yeah. Mama Zev, she kind of left before I could even kind of get a word in edgewise. At least that's what I'm thinking.
You just let her take her stuff. What were you doing?
Now, ain't that a tale?
No, it's pretty easy. What were you? She just walked in here, started taking stuff. You just sat there and watched. Were you asleep? What?
If I told you yes. Yeah, I was kind of in and out of consciousness. Had a real crazy dream.
Well, did she tell you where she was taking it?
No, I couldn't catch her. She was already out the door before my words could reach her.
Cool. Did you need anything?
I mean, I could do with
I'm
some
just
more
gonna-
meat.
That's great. I'm gonna go find her stuff, and Vox has a brand new sword. He can get that meat for you. And go out.
Io definitely takes in the sword. Like, now I ain't even gonna try to lift that one, but it is a beaut.
Hold it up. Maybe when you're feeling better.
Yeah. You look a little damp though. Was the snow that bad?
There was a spring as well. Water.
Now I like water as much as the next guy, but not in this cold. You really are made of stunning stuff.
I really, and Vox will then sit next to the fire to warm up a bit.
Yeah. Cool. Alistair, you walk out into the cold, and it's a trek. It's tricky. I mean, to put things in perspective, for like way back when you guys were fighting them out of the mountain, you noticed that there were large shoes that these people had.
Right.
They were snowshoes. So yeah. So you're having like, mechanically speaking, your movement speed is quartered.
If I saw him leaving, I would have gone and offered to help.
Okay.
Just extended my arm, and if he doesn't take it, I'm walking ahead of him.
Yeah. What tent were you in? We can go there maybe and find our stuff.
Yeah, let's start looking, I guess.
Well, what'd you and the elephant talk about?
Emir, I figured he's from the Feywilds, and he might have some information on him, and
Emir?
he certainly did.
Emir's from the Feywild.
He's a changeling.
How do you know so much about changelings?
I don't know a lot. I didn't go to school or anything. I just know what people say. I mean, I know they're illegal. They're arrested in South Imea at the very least. And I know they are Fey, and Fey are from the Feywilds. I assume that's why it's called the Feywilds.
Where'd you say you were from?
Eriskar. I mean, lived elsewhere, but most recently Eriskar.
Was it this tent over here?
Yeah, was it? I don't know. Let's say it was.
Are you going?
We're going to my tent, and then his tent, and then we're just gonna keep going around until we find it.
Cool. You go to Siobhan's tent. You see Zephyrim standing in front of a bookcase, just like finger under chin, just looking.
Zephyrum.
Ah,
Hi.
are you done in the snow, playing in the snow?
Yeah, we came to get our stuff, but it's not in the tent where we left it.
Ah, yes. Your elf took it.
Where is he?
He is on a cot on the opposite side of the village.
Would you be able to lead us there?
Yes,
She's
I'm,
old. She's old. I think. We let her. Sounds like Nolani's awake. Do you?
Yes.
I can walk fine.
No, the books. I remember I earlier asked you about books. Yeah.
I'm looking for the book.
Can
You want
I?
to look with her, Alistair? Come on.
Yeah. What? Is there a book that I can help you with? What's it? What's it look like?
I don't remember.
It's great. Is there one? Is there one about your people here? Anywhere?
She stops looking and looks at you. Why?
You. How have you guys managed to just be here? I'm just curious about you and your people. I mean, I have one of your people in our group. I would just like to know more about you.
You want to know more about us?
Yeah, I kind of consider myself, I like to help. I like to know things, and if there comes a time when Ellenbox needs my help, maybe the more I know about him, the better I can help him.
You see me,
Yes.
then you know. Know about us, know that we don't write book about ourselves. And we survive that way, and turns the books back up at the books.
While they're having this interaction, I want to be looking for books on the Feywilds.
Cool.
And
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation, that's insight.
I would also like investigation check from Alistair.
15.
Okay.
I speak several languages, so maybe.
Yeah.
That is a 10 plus 7, so 17.
17. Nice. Siobhan, you look at the books and you recognize a couple of the languages. There is a book that you see is almost completely covered up. I guess it probably wouldn't be covered up. So you'll see it's kind of pushed off to like the back end of the bookshelf. And you don't recognize the language at all. What catches your eye is the name Tarok on the side of it. With a 17, Alistair, you see. So you read Elvish. You see there is a book that says, "You ready? Here we go. Al Yalor Ne Anelduin." Which, to be honest with you, you can read Elvish, so you can translate. It's literally translated to "A Path to Anelduin."
That's his book or my book?
That's his book. Your book. You just see Tarok, and then you don't recognize any of the other writings.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was in. Okay.
Yeah.
Up above the table, Naildawin is the elven village that exists somewhere, correct? Awesome.
Mhm.
Would I'm assuming since you shared that with me, or actually I don't know. Does Alistair know any myths or legends or tall tales about this place?
Yeah, I would say tall tales is a good way to put it. Like it's you know of the name of Analdwin, that there is this elven city that lives, that's somewhere deep in the forest that is connected to a bunch of tributaries, but somehow every time anyone sails down those tributaries, they never see anything.
Zephyrum. Uh,
Yes.
this book.
Ah, that's the one.
That's the one. I was gonna. It's great.
She picks it up. She picks it up, opens it up, and is like flipping through it. You see, your friend.
Yeah.
You see a very like rudimentary depiction of an elf matching Nalani's description. And you see it's basically just like a picture of two elves that are kind of just walking through a forest.
The physical characteristics, like it looks like Nalani, or it looks like an elf that Nalani looks like. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it's a black and white paged image. I would say with your, I think with your general, like, I kind of feel like Alistair is very much a being of common sense. Your common sense would tell you there's no way this is Nalani.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's an elf. Yes.
No, that's your friend. Are you going to see your friend?
Yes, we are.
I can take that
Okay.
book to him.
You give him the book.
You
You
show us
don't want me
where.
to go with you. Why is this?
We need her to go with us, Alistair. We don't know which tent.
Oh no, that's fine. I really was interested in asking you some questions about your people and in your, this whole thing.
You asked.
Yeah.
I did.
Perhaps we could walk and talk. Is that for him?
It's very loud outside. A lot of wind. May not hear you. But we go. And heads out into the Great White.
As soon as she walks out, before we follow, I want to hold up the Turok book in front of Alistair. Can you read this language?
Can I?
Can you?
No, you cannot.
Yeah,
You do have a member of your party that could, though.
Yeah. Nope. And I'll just grab it and tuck it under my arm.
Okay. I will extend my arm to help him and keep a close eye on that book.
Yeah. I'm not gonna take it. It's just hold on to it.
And as we make our way across, you said it's really loud, so we can't really talk as we walk.
It's not.
No.
It's not really loud.
No.
No, it's not. It's not loud out here at all. Jeez. Is that what it's like talking to me?
Sometimes. And I'm gonna pull the charlatan's die out of my pocket.
Okay.
I'm sorry I lost the cufflinks, and I should have given these to you sooner. But I found these in your professor's house. And I hand him the charlatan die.
You got it. You roll me a history check. Or insight, either one, whatever you're better at. history.
It's going to be a 16 plus 5, so 21.
21.
Yeah.
You remember the countless times that Dr. Karan has used that die to say, okay, if it rolls on this number, you go. If it doesn't roll on this number, I go. And every single time you've had to go.
You know, he used to use this to make some really important decisions, and you know, it seemed to always benefit him.
I'm sure it did.
Do you know what it is? Just
Would I
above him,
know?
sorry.
I feel like I would know.
I think the only way you would know is if you
Attuned to
tried it.
Yeah.
And I didn't try it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
fantastic.
haven't really had an opportunity to try it, so.
Good. Yeah, no, this is a very important decision-making tool.
Mm.
Yes, it's
It's leaving it all to fate.
Fate.
yeah. Oh, you
Yes,
heard that? You
Yes, I can hear.
okay?
It's just
so
loud.
Yep, it is. Is it this tent?
No, it's up ahead.
Do you have wings?
What?
Do you, okay. Do you have wings?
Who says this?
Just curious.
What do you think I am? Angel? Or devil?
Certainly not a devil, but definitely closer to the angel part.
No, I have no wings.
She has wings. She definitely has wings. I wonder if Ellenbox
Perhaps.
has wings.
Haven't we seen him with wings? No.
No,
Ellenbox.
no.
I don't know, maybe we'll find out.
Okay, we here. You
here.
go in, you see your friend, I will go back.
The book? Is this Ephraim? To show him the book? Oh, you
Oh,
still have it. I
yes, you
thought
show
did
him the
something.
book.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Oh, do you have more food that you can take to our other friend, Ellenbox? Ellenbox is with our other friend, and he was super hungry and said you could send him some food.
What do you do to him?
We went for a hike.
I helped him retrieve his sword. I was an integral part of him getting his.
No sword broken.
No, he has a different one that it has a soul inside of it thing. I helped him get it.
You see her eyes. I'm not sure if she has pupils or not, but you see her eyes go very wide at that. What do you mean this? Soul and sword.
Yeah, I don't. Do you not know how that works? Do you know how that works?
I'll go see.
Yep.
And just
Food.
walk
Take
by.
food. Food.
Seems to move a little faster.
I want to jog up next to her while Alistair goes inside.
Okay. It's tricky.
Yeah.
She's trucking.
Zephyr, I had a question if anyone in your village has any ability to look in on somebody, find them from afar with some sort of magics.
Why are you trying to spy?
I'm trying to find my lost daughter.
She up here?
She up here?
Is she here?
I don't know where she is. That's why I'm trying to find her. That's why I'm asking if you have magics that can do that. Not you, maybe someone in your village.
No.
One of your elders?
We have magics to not be found, not to find.
You have no way to look at the world beyond?
She laughs at that and just, I think she just laughs and then goes into the flap.
All right, I'll jog back to Alistair and
Okay.
Nilani.
Cool. I mean, you can roll an insight check on that, but
Yeah, I'm gonna, but I'm not gonna continue. Well, it was only a 4, so.
I mean, I will just tell you straight up, like this is a closed off culture for a reason. They legitimately don't want to be found, so they certainly wouldn't go out of their way to find anything. Ellen Vox is the black sheep of the family. So, cool. Alistair, I'm just because Mitch has been so patient. Alistair, you head in.
Is his leg still broken? Like noticeably broken?
You see it bandaged up.
Got it. Hey, you awake?
Yeah, I'm happy to see you guys. I wasn't sure what was going on. This old lady that was here, she left to go get a book for me.
Yeah, got it. Road to Nailderwin. You
I take the book with my one good arm, and he's probably going to notice the other arm in the sling.
Yeah, I do think in the very non-good bedside manner, I'm gonna check him over.
Okay.
How's your ribs? You good? How's that?
Stop! Stop poking me!
No, dude, I can help. Okay,
Jeez!
How's the leg? Are you good?
Ow!
Sucks, doesn't it? Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah.
Yep, it hurts right there.
All right.
Roll me a medicine check.
Let's see. That is 13 plus 3, 16.
16. Leg doesn't seem to be broken. Does seem to be on the mend. The arm itself seems to have been relatively, for the most part, fully healed. It's just kind of like left over being in the sling. It hasn't been taken off yet. A couple broken ribs, but they're healing. Say probably, I mean, just from that, I'd say probably another day.
How's Io? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's kind of milking his injuries over there a little bit. I don't know if it's about the same as you. The arm's fine. You can take it out of the sling at this point. It's
Siobhan probably just walks back in at this point. How you
Yeah.
doing, Nilani? As she goes and starts putting on her dagger on her other leg, her short sword, not even looking at him.
Cool. Yeah, you see there's just a plethora of just random items of yours on the ground.
Oh shit! There's their stuff. I completely. I'm gonna go find my bag and pull out my bottle of absinthe.
Okay.
You guys, I'm sorry. You're good. Do you still have the chest on you?
Yeah, the chest is kind of sitting on my lap, I think. Nilani's gonna be coldly kind of watching them, and then Nilani says, "So what happened to you? You changed."
Oh yeah. We're still on that. Yeah, we're gonna work through that and figure that out. But keep
We've
trying
already
to tell
had
you.
that talk.
Yeah, it's one step at a time, right? And I think right now we need to make sure that you're healthy and we get you on your feet, get Io moving, and we can get off this mountain. It's one problem at a time.
Don't touch Io again.
Yeah. Listen, we're This is a new relationship for us. I think we're all trying to figure some things out, and I think we're setting up some boundaries, and that's great. That's a good boundary to have. Uh, I will not be hurting anyone, and hopefully the same goes for you. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him, Nalani. On everyone. Just gotta make sure everyone keeps the level head.
Nalani, roll me a wisdom save.
Nat 1.
Okay. Thanks.
I think Nolani just stays very quiet.
How's the chest going? I mean, what's with the chest?
No new information. You're sure Io's okay?
I was perfectly fine when we left. I mean, he couldn't get out of bed. I mean, we came looking for our stuff, honestly, and I'm glad you're here. Do you think you could walk? Maybe we could help you over if you want to go see Io. Listen, I mean, he's banged up and bruised, just like all of
Io's
us.
with Gwen right now, and Ellen Vox. And if Alistair can do his little disc thingy again, we could probably get you over there safely without you having to walk at all.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. Actually, yeah, I mean, if you guys don't mind waiting a couple of minutes, I can do that.
I don't see an issue with that.
I think I'll stay here. Last time I moved, bad things happened to my leg. I think I'll stay here and read this book for a bit.
Can I roll an insight check on Nalani?
Sure.
21. He's being cagey. I want to know why he's being cagey.
Nalani, that's up to you. You can roll a deception check, but you're going to beat a 21. But you can decide what you want to give up with that.
That's not gonna beat a 21. I think you would notice that Nolani is looking towards you for reassurance. He's looking at Alistair, skeptically. And you would notice, I mean, you would probably remember that he doesn't know anyone except Io. And he was brought into this adventure. You would remember the conversation that Shaban and he had earlier, where he was asking what you knew and what you thought about these other people. And you would probably remember his skepticism about them, and realize, he was a reluctant participant in this adventure, tagging along with his only friend in the world, and we almost all just got killed.
Mm-hmm. Siobhan's going to walk over and kind of half sit on the bed, put one hand on his shoulder. I want to sense his emotions at this time.
Okay.
And as I'm doing that, I want to lean in and say, whisper in his ear so Alistair can't hear, and say, I don't trust anything either, but I think we need to get back to Io and get everyone together again. We're safer in numbers.
Nolani's going to agree, not in agreement.
Um, okay. You see Zephyrum come back into the tent. What are you doing?
Thank you for the book. Holds
You're
up the book.
welcome. Do you
Now,
so you met, you talked. The elf needs rest.
I think we'd be more comfortable if we all rested in the same place. We have means of
No,
transport.
he can't move. He can't move. His leg is bad.
His leg is fine.
No, his leg is bad. It's not broken, but it's
Oh.
still like His arm is fine.
What
His
about
leg is fine.
IO? Can we move IO over here?
You can go check. I have not checked on him. It's completely up to him if he wants to. If he wants to come here.
Alistair, why don't you go get IO with your little disc thing, and Gwen and Ellenbox can help you bring him over, and I'll stay with Nolani until you get back.
Okay, but I mean, you could call it something else other than my little disc thing, right?
I know
There's
what
a
it
lot
is.
that goes into it. I'm just saying you're whispering, and I have to. I'll go check on Io. If I get over there and you come over there too, are you gonna tell me he can't move? Please don't make me walk through the snow. It's up to him, right?
I'm here. I don't know what you say. I live here. You go.
Yeah, sure. Do you? Okay. All right. Just walk out.
the minute he walks out, Nolani's gonna turn to Shaban and say, So what happened? What is he?
I'm not entirely sure. There's something in him. A lot has happened. Do you even know where we are? Has anybody told you anything?
No. The only one that I've seen is this old lady, and she
Well,
wouldn't tell me anything.
These are Ellenbox's people. We're in the Pyre Mountains, and we just had to help Ellenbox fight some ranger dude who gave him a sword for his efforts, I guess, to prove worthy.
Who
But
this?
excuse me?
Who this?
Who what?
You say ranger. Who you say?
I don't know, I'm so bad with names. Anyways, I'm gonna lean a little closer to Nolani now and try to whisper.
Cool.
Stage whisper,
You
though,
lean
for the
closer
audience.
to Nolani. Go ahead.
Nolani says, "Hey, can I have more squirrel?" To the older lady. May I have more squirrel?
I will check the stew and see, but I don't think we have any more squirrel. Walks over to the fireplace.
So this guy was named Tarak. He works between the Fey realms and here, and he knows a lot. I learned a lot about this Imur guy who was hunting me and Alistair, and I asked about Alistair, and he said it's negative emotions, more negativity than he's ever seen, and he wanders between realms. I don't know if that's what's causing Alistair to become that, but it's kind of why I hinted at keeping level heads.
I see.
Mitch, check your Discord. Siobhan,
Mhm.
as you're talking to Nalani, you see Nalani kind of start to nod his head in understanding what you're saying. As you finish your statement, you see Nalani is just kind of staring at you.
Milani? Are you okay?
He can't hear you.
What do you mean he can't hear me? What did you do to him?
In a mirror.
You see the fireplace start to grow really dark as Zephyrum turns and you see a trap in her hands.
Hmm.
I think you dropped this.
That wasn't my intention. I think
Hmm.
I'm going to put my hand out towards him. I think I would like to reappraise our deal. One that would be more lucrative for both of us.
What deal? Who do you think I am?
I think we may have met in a marketplace before.
Very good. Tosses you the trap, which I just imagine is just we haven't explained it very well, and I'll explain it later on it. But you catch it, and as you catch it, you look up and you see a mirror. Very good. We're gonna pause you there.
Okay.
Alistair, you go back into Io's hut, and you see Zephyrum talking to Ellenbox.
Son of a bitch. Guys. I started run. That's
As fast
Wow.
as you can through the snow.
yeah.
You just say guys, and you run out.
I mean, I'm sure I'm yelling on the way out. Like, I mean, but nah. I mean, I think for me, I know immediately if I see her, something's wrong,
Cool. You got it.
and I just left her with.
Alistair runs out of the hut, and Io, you see Alistair run. Go ahead and give me the last sentence of this session.
Smack my ass as if I was just born. What the hell's going on here?
Fantastic. And with that, we'll end tonight's session.
I'm so ready
Mitch.
for this.
Excellent work, sir. Excellent work. Nalani is completely paralyzed.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
nat
but he
one.
can still. Can he still hear and see what I'm doing the whole time?
Yes.
This is
He
going to
can
be
hear and
very,
see.
very bad because I don't
He
know
can't
that.
move his eyes, but he
He's
can
about
hear
to
and
see me
see.
make a deal with the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Just traumatizing.
This is gonna be so good.
I was waiting for one of you to say like, "Hey, you forgot to change the music back," because I was
I
just
can
gonna be like,
barely hear it, honestly.
Oh,
"Oh, okay, good." It's the super creepy music, and I was like, "No, I didn't forget to change it back." Well, guys, apologies for anyone who's viewing this later or now. We had to split this up into 2 separate spots, so hopefully we didn't lose a ton of stuff. I noticed it when you were talking to Tarak, so hopefully we got a little bit of that, but there's a good chance we missed some of it. So sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. Just said error occurred. That's it.
Mm.
So,
Oh,
I'm about to destroy all of Nalani's minimal trash chest.
yep. So here's what was kind of a funny thing. I fully expected both of you to go back to Io's hut. I fully expected Nalani to be alone, so that was pretty cool.
Well, I was gonna
I-
try to talk to him about Alistair so we could figure that out first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was great because I was ready for Amir to have a one-on-one conversation with Nalani, but
Oh no.
that's not going to happen now.
This is actually more perfect because it's gonna mess. Like, you were literally there trying to convince Nolani to trust the group and to trust the guy who he doesn't understand, and now he's finding out all this shit about you. He's gonna be like messed up in the head trusting you now. It's gonna be awesome.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, guys, what a session. Mitch, welcome back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jess,
Yeah.
you missed it. No.
Actually,
Yeah.
it is so awesome having you record it, so I could
Yeah.
watch the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
that is one of the coolest things. If you ever miss, you
Good.
don't lose a whole.
I'm glad you like. I actually, one thing with YouTube that makes it so much easier is like I have a bunch of like casting things in the house to like be able to cast at TVs or whatever. You can't do that with StreamYard. You can with YouTube, so it makes it a lot
Yeah.
easier just to be able to like throw it on the TV as you're like falling asleep, and
Mhm.
which is really weird, falling asleep to your own voice talking about stuff. But
Alistair enjoys it. If he could do it, he would.
Pontificating.
Alan Vox, man, hey, you did it. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see now what it holds for the
Oh,
future.
dude,
What
it's
Well,
so
we-
freaking cool. I'll put it in your character sheet after this.
Did we
It's
tell
really cool.
Amir that he has a sword with a soul in it?
You did.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
You
Oh.
did. You did. What was really great was that you were like, oh, it's just a name. I heard. So you didn't say Tarak, and then she turned around and you said Tarak. So you also told. I mean, she also picked up that. I rolled for it.
You could hear me. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
They rolled for it. I don't know. It's such a terrifying creature. Even putting anything on it descriptive is weird.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch what you told him. You
Oh,
told
yeah.
him,
what I told him the first time?
no,
That's not available.
Just now.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I think I said something about I want to reprise our deal.
Yeah. So
So you saying like you want to reprise our deal? You were saying that to Sephron?
are.
Like, did you know at that point?
No. I had a hint. That's why when I said I want to reprise our deal and he's like, who do you think I am? I'm like, I think we met in the marketplace. I was trying to see if that was Amir. So I told
Gotcha.
Amir I want to reprise our deal.
I was impressed because I thought for a second that you figured it out, and I was like, "Damn, all right, cool."
I
Yeah.
knew immediately. I
Mhm.
muted myself
When did you know?
the minute that you cut back to her, and you what did you say? You said something, and I went, "God damn Amir," and then I muted myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a couple of things that she said that was like, I mean, I don't know. I tried to make her seem like more forceful and like
Yeah.
and a little darker and a little more aloof on things. There was something I said that I was like, "That's how Amir would put it," but that's not how Sephron would put it.
Yeah, I think that's why I was testing him with my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that would be weird to say to an old lady, like, let's reprise our deal.
The other
Sorry,
hint
who
I
do you
think,
think I am?
the other hint that I
Uh,
heard though was like it was like basically when it's like you kind of broke her kind of this is not her first language accent thing. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what definitely
Uh,
sealed the deal for me.
Very cool.
So you wait. You
No,
don't.
Tarak's
You don't
gonna
have
die.
to answer.
Okay.
But I rolled an insight check when we were in the library-esque area. I got a nat 1. Would that have?
Mhm.
Okay.
Wait,
Damn it.
she was in the. I guess she was in the library with us. Yeah.
Because she
No,
won.
she wasn't in the library with you.
Okay.
No. She went with you to the hut, left the hut, and then came back in.
Right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
but she didn't come back in.
Right.
Amir did.
You said Ellen Vox has a sword with a soul in it, and she said what? And that was actually Sephirim and
Yeah.
ran out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, that was her. So we didn't tell him.
You did.
You did.
Okay.
You did because you turned
said
and
all of
started to
that
explain
right
stuff
outside the hut, and then you guys came in, and then
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I'll have to watch it back. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'll watch
I'm
it. I'll watch it
confused
back
with
too,
the
just to make
strings.
sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ellen Vox got a crazy new weapon. Literally, that weapon design has been designed since 4 years ago.
Oh,
When I expected another party to pick it up and they didn't.
awesome.
So it's
So
yours.
I'm imagining this thing as like a giant razor blade. You said it's like
It's
Where is it?
it's weirdly it's weirdly bulky, so it has that little like Buster Sword sort of look to it,
nice.
Yeah, a little bit
Um,
like a Buster Sword.
Nice.
and it has the executioner like sort of like flat top.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But dude, I mean, so the having the handle in the blade, I searched for literally probably about at least an hour, if not more, to try to find like some sort of picture of something like that with a uh, with a handle in it. I even looked up who made the item in Hero Forge.
Yeah, it was pretty unique design that they had there.
Yeah, couldn't find it anywhere. So there will be no picture for this item. Sorry.
Let me see if I can put the link up there.
I know exactly what
Uh,
sword you're talking about.
Yeah,
And Hero Forge.
it's
I like the stick in it.
Mhm.
super unique, which is cool. I love that. It was funny because it was actually what my first like initial sort of reaction when you sent me your mini was looking at that and like never noticing that before. I must have passed over it however many times, and recognizing like, oh, that's got to be freaking important because that's super weird looking. So when there was an opportunity to break your old sword, I was like, yeah, we're gonna break your old sword and you're gonna forget what it looks like, and this is what the new one's gonna look like.
All right, yeah. Because I was thinking you were breaking that one. I'm like, oh, that's such a cool design, but now I get it. Yeah.
No. That was the weird like upside of not having your mini ready. Because that sword wasn't there yet. But yeah. So much stuff. Let's just take a second and talk about it. You guys got a bunch of lore drops, some of which are in conjunction with Tuesday's group, some of which is in conjunction with the old Wednesday group. So Ralia Samira is a character from the Wednesday group.
Oh,
Hmm.
that'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, not
Since
not
we
a
missed
player
last week,
character,
we can
but-
just go another
right.
2 hours or so if you guys want.
That's
to.
right. It's true. Yeah, let's keep on going.
Yeah.
No, I got to make sure I get this Amir sort of thing done. Dan, how did you feel the conversation went? Was that what you were feeling?
Honestly, yeah, no, that was working with what, like I told you, I was prepared for whatever you were bringing to the table. So I was like, no, this all checks out. I even
Yeah.
really liked the whole, okay, if you really want to test me, I'll kill you kind of thing. I
Yeah.
loved that moment.
There was I was trying to convey the idea that this creature is letting you live, and that's a huge boon to you. Like
Mhm.
that's a huge favor on letting you exist.
Mhm.
Which is disgusting on so many levels, and that was kind of the point. But yeah, so that made sense to me. I was hoping it made sense to you.
Mhm.
And yeah, you guys got to eventually kill this thing.
Oh, thank God. Yes.
End game content, probably. You know.
Yeah. There's
Hopefully.
always like, especially so you know, Dan and I have been talking about this idea of this being, and honestly, I was saying Kraken and was thinking Leviathan in my head and didn't recognize that. So it's this kind of weird sort of crossbreed as far as the looks of it go. But it was something that, like, unfortunately, I love Critical Role. Critical Role, I love you. You guys are amazing. But unfortunately, it's one of those things where, once again, if there's anything D&D related that's even close to being something that Critical Role has done, I have to be extremely careful to not do it exactly the same way. So, or to even be close to the same way at all, in any way. So,
Mhm.
so that's what I was trying. I was trying to do that with this guy,
The Krakathon.
the Krakathon. Yes. Here for two. Dude, I didn't have a good name for it, and you're like, that was awesome. Was it the Great Other? Is that what you said?
Yeah, great other. And the
I
worst part is
fucking love that. That's so
truly
good.
was 100% just off the cuff.
Yeah, that's great. Cool. And that's, yeah, so that's your patron. If that wasn't obvious. Nalani, you have you guys got a massive thing. The A Path to a Nailduin, that's important. And what's Mitch, I'm curious what you're thinking about as far as like this stuff with this box.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just hoping for any. I don't know whether there's just a clue that takes me down to another clue or whether there's actually an answer in there. I mean, I don't I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's something that I have a vague idea of what it is and what it would take to open it. But it's also one of those things that peek behind the curtain. If there's a cool enough moment and it makes sense for that cool thing to happen, I will do it.
Yeah.
But it's got to make sense. So,
Yeah, I may have some ideas. I'll shoot you some ideas this week.
yeah, please do.
But I agree, if it's a cool enough moment, you may have to freestyle it.
Yeah. I always, I mean, I very much want to hear your ideas on this stuff, because your background has been very like open ended. So anything you have to focus in a little bit on, I will gladly accept. Well, cool, y'all. It's something for everybody today.
Yeah.
And not really anything for Gwyn as far as a character, and so it was actually very, like, of all days, obviously we want Jess to be here, of course. Of all days of Jess not to be here, this was one of them, though. I think this was very useful. But obviously you'll need Gwyn for the book.
The book.
Yep.
So she can read that.
She can read all languages.
Oh, well, that's
And she
helpful.
can also experience the moments in the book,
Mm-hmm.
which
Crap.
would be
I
nice.
hope I wasn't giving that away. I'm sorry, Jess, if I just gave that away.
Oh no, yeah, I was already on it.
Okay, cool.
I'm happy that Alistair has that book right now, not me.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that would be bad news. Also, just a quick thing to answer a question that was brought up on Tuesday. There is not more than one Amir. There's only one.
Okay. Well, there's only one Alistair as well, but there are a lot of humans.
There's only one.
Whatever that is.
The being that Chris's character in the Tuesday group saw was Amir.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched it. It's good.
It's pretty great. He just like legitimately just told Amir, like, fuck off. You don't know me. Get out of here.
Yep.
And I was
Should've
like,
done that.
all right, man.
It was weird watching it knowing what I know, because like I got more information about the character because obviously it's a completely different interaction. But again, like I'm like, oh man, if we ran into him right now, that is not how that thing would happen. Okay,
They're like
cool.
higher level than us, right? They're like way stronger.
No, not way stronger. Well, you guys are level 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also level 4.
No, we're
Can
level 8.
everybody else
Remember
hear
you
Kiki?
leveled us up.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. What's that?
Can everyone else hear Kiki?
Yes. You
You
cannot.
have me muted.
Yeah, it's weird.
So I couldn't hear her for a bit, so then I had to mute and then unmute her, and it came back. That happens every now and then on Discord.
Weird.
Okay.
A lot of technical difficulties, guys. But
I'm sorry. I gotta say, I'm sorry. I said this at break, but I love your interaction with the patron. That was super fun. And then also just the fun nerd in me is going, man, we really could go either way in this party right now. I think all of our characters would be very comfortable, except for Ellen Vox, maybe.
Yeah, it was. It might
But
be that one. Like,
No,
I feel like under the right circumstances, you'd make the right decisions. I just feel like everybody could slide in any direction at this moment. It's awesome.
There's a lot of things that are open ended with both groups. So your guys' group and Tuesday's group that can go in either direction, and I find that absolutely exhilarating. Like that's so. Hopefully, I can rein that in when need be. But I really love that. I really love that there's so many options. Like, where do you guys go next? Do you
That's
guys
a good one.
continue to try?
Well, it
You guys
depends on
continue
it.
to try to figure out what happened to Dr. Karan? Do you try to find Maeve? Do you try to? And like the thing is like, in no way does it have to be just one thing.
Mhm.
Like I think as you go to find out, you have a deity that's telling you, yeah, you got to go find this weapon, dude. Weapons, excuse me, weapons. But yeah. Cool. Let's do our kudos and things that we're excited about so we can wrap this up. But yeah, this was a good one, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Yeah.
Cool. So kudos and things that you're excited about moving forward. We're gonna is backwards week, so we're gonna actually start with Kiki.
Kudos to Io again. That whole interaction with the patron was just great. I loved that. That was awesome. Things I'm looking forward to, obviously, trying to barter a new deal with and yours big, but what I'm more scared of is Nolani's interaction or like just reaction to all of this because the one person other than Io that was garnering faith with him, and I'm about to dash that. Not like it's not going to be dashed eventually when you find out what I am, but
Yeah. Yep.
we'll see.
Very cool. Awesome. Mitch, welcome back.
Yep, great to be back. Man, I liked that whole interaction with Io and the patron too. That was really, I feel like that blows up your character even more. Like I'm looking forward to how that changes the whole way that you play Io moving forward. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, Kiki, I think I agree. That's what I'm looking forward to is like that. I've been thinking about it for the last 3 weeks, really, since our fight, right? And knew that we would all be waking up. Like, how does Io, like, at some point, like, Nolani needs to have a sit down with Io and be like, what are we doing here, man? Like it's this weird thing hanging out there. So, yeah, looking forward to kind of working through all that.
Awesome. Cool. Dean.
So kudos to really Neilani and particularly, but obviously Siobhan was really good. So Mitch, you did really good with being in your character's shoes. like everything from the like just the comedy of getting poked and prodded by by Alistair, to that shift of silence when Alistair was literally just gonna, yes, we're all good now, right? And it's like that dead silence, and we all know what Neilani is capable of if he's upset. So it's like, holy cow. I'm like, this is gonna be. That's kind of why I'm like, I'm even thinking it's like, dang, I don't know what we're gonna quote unquote want to do as a group, because I'm like, we're still at the point where it's like, we're kind of holding ourselves together with chewing gum and matchsticks. I think that's the phrase. I'm really bad with that phrase. But things I'm looking forward to. I want more opportunities to use slap my ass if I were just born. I've been saving that for a while.
That was perfect.
That was.
Very cool. Awesome. Jeffrey.
One thing I really liked this game was how you what's the word, intersperse like the narrative scenes with Io and Nolani during the combat. I thought that was a good way to keep them involved, and it really like broke up that fight. Like, oh, every part of Io's scene, I'm like, oh, what happens next? Oh, what's coming up next? So that was good to have it that way. Nolani too, just interacting with Seraphim. So that was also fun. So I like
I
that a lot.
appreciate that. I honestly didn't know how that went. So thank you for saying that. That makes that is information that I needed. So thank you.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
cool.
It was good. Good move.
That's a
Yeah.
great way to keep everyone involved and give people time in combat to think rather than just
Yes.
Go.
Good.
Go.
go.
You know, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut Jeffrey off at all, but like from a DM's perspective, my constant job when it comes to combat is like this is a deep cut. You ready? So if anyone's seen the movie Waiting, there's a scene where like so it's about waiting tables. But there's a scene with the dude who has a nervous bladder, but his keeps calling this girl that he's trying to trying to get with, but also is working her double. So basically, just like completely whipped by someone who is there, he's not even in a relationship with. And basically, he continuously has like issues where he thinks that that she's just like not liking him, or like, so it comes to a point where he comes up to the table and goes, "All right, everything okay? You guys okay? Are you mad?" Like at the table, that's like that's silly.
I mean, with this movie,
So that's
I like
that's
that
me.
movie, yeah.
That's me. Everyone okay? Are you okay? Are you mad?
Waiting is a fantastic movie. You should definitely watch it.
Yeah,
It's
a good
so
movie.
accurate too, man. It's crazy accurate. Unfortunately,
Yep.
don't see Waiting 2. It's awful.
Yes,
All
it is.
So sorry, Jeffrey. Please continue.
No, that was the main thing. Definitely like that. For Alistair too, always the in-character quips every now and then. Like I'm like, oh, that's hilarious too. Like on the way back with the Tressa and everything, and then like I always enjoy the quips that you put in there. And then scene too with Siobhan and pushing the guy on the disc. I'm like, okay, it worked out. The plan worked out. I'm like, we have the setup. We need it to work out. So I'm glad that happened.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Super cool. Awesome. And last but not least, Clinton.
Yeah, I mean, I can't express how awesome it was, Dan, watching you with your patron. I mean, that was awesome. I knew something was coming, but that was not what I expected, which made it even better. So that was super awesome. Again, there's all sorts of things going through my mind. However, I also want to point out, like, Nolani, I want to tell you, well, first off, Mitch, as a person, I want your character to like my character so badly.
I could feel it coming from you. Like I could see it in your face. And I'm like,
I want it. But then again, like in character, like Alistair just wants to do the bare minimum so we can all just get along. Like that's it. He just wants status quo. But me as a person, I'm like dying inside going, oh man, I just want Nolani to like me so much.
That's so good. That's awesome.
So Like,
That's
I
great.
genuinely, my feelings, I'm just like, man, he should have. I was checking him out. Like, I was doing good. You know, we're good now, right? Like, I did a nice thing for you. We're all good.
That's awesome.
That was so good.
Well, cool, gang. We did another one. We did it.
did.
So just a quick heads up. I don't think I've gotten a chance to talk about this yet. So we are good for the next 2 weeks, and then the 31st, I will be in Detroit, playing my little fingers off for a bunch of drunk fools. So we will have to cancel the 31st. So we will come back after that. So, but we're good for the next 2 weeks, just FYI. Most likely I will be, I was trying to plan on this today, so most likely, hopefully it'll be out tomorrow. I'm going to put out a little questionnaire of like ideas, ideas of things of like how to move forward with the community, what you would be interested in me putting more time into blank over blank, things like that. So, so be on the lookout for that, and please fill that out. Yeah, I think that's it. So, everybody have an amazing rest of your week. I love you all very, very much. And get ready for an Amir, Nalani, Siobhan conversation next week. Should be fun. See you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Later.
See you.
Everyone.